So I want to thank all of you who are here today. Everyone here in this room comes from Rhode Island and sees it from a different viewpoint. We see it differently depending on where we have lived and what we have done. Perhaps you're an entrepreneur, transforming an unused, rundown factory into an attractive living space. Or a parent whose children attend public schools and are about to enter college. Maybe you are a retiree living on a municipal pension, or a reporter covering endless political scandals. Each of us here has a unique perspective of Rhode Island and of the world. Let me tell you my perspective. My parents are Vietnamese. My father fought in the South Vietnamese Army alongside American GIs. He was imprisoned in a political re-education camp when South Vietnam lost the war. The communist regime violently persecuted my mother's family for being Catholic. My parents were among the fortunate few who successfully fled this country on leaky fishing boats at night. They left the country with nothing, and they are fiercely proud to be Americans. We had little growing up, but through hard work and determination, I was offered a scholarship to Stanford University. After college, I gave back by teaching high school in rural Arizona. I moved to Rhode Island 3 years ago to attend Brown Medical School. At that time, I had no political ambition. I simply was motivated by the desire to cure diseases and relieve suffering. The last 3 years have proven to be the best years of my life. The relationships I have had with my patients are fulfilling, eye-opening, and humbling. I have had the incredible opportunity to listen to patients' most intimate and personal experiences. I am able to cut into the human body and remove diseased organs. I am granted the privilege of delivering babies into this world. But I have also seen that those who struggle to pay for medication far outnumber those with adequate health insurance. I have had patients who express frustration and despair at being unemployed with no job prospect in sight. I realize that disease and suffering go far beyond the walls of the hospital. Because of my experiences, I decided to volunteer as a court-appointed special advocate for the family court. The children who go through the family court come from broken homes, and I work hard to understand the situation, to find the most suitable placement for them. It was here in Rhode Island that I learned to listen to people rather than I learned the importance of listening rather than talking, and to see the best in people instead of the worst. My work has shown me how people are suffering from systemic injustices. Patients can't afford medications and end up cutting the pills in half because politicians have allowed corporate interests to prevail. People lose their jobs because employers can't afford the ever-rising health insurance premium. Students drop out because the state has no money left to spend on higher education. Solving these issues require going beyond the field of medicine. This is why I'm announcing my intention to seek the Republican nomination for the 1st Congressional District of Rhode Island. I recognize that at the age of 26, I don't look like your typical congressional candidate. I know I have not spent much time in the political world, but I know that this world must change. We have the most expensive health care in the world and the worst outcomes. Lobbyists and special interests profit from selling complex software and overpriced drugs. They have turned healthcare into a system that only they can navigate. Patients are left lost and voiceless and are left footing enormous bills. We have been told to blame the other party for the problems that we face. We need to move beyond the petty and the trivial and do what is right for the people in this state. Let us use technology to streamline bureaucracy. Let us rethink the way we deliver education. Let us make prescription medication affordable. Let us hold our politicians accountable for their promises they make, because we are the ones who will be paying for their short-sightedness. This campaign is larger than just one person. It must be about us. It must be about what we can do together. You are here today because you believe that there can be progress. You believe that we deserve a more accountable and more responsive government. You believe that we can transform Rhode Island. I am asking for the privilege to represent you in the United States House of Representatives. Thank you.